Today's video is brought to you by Oxedo LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxedo LED lighting, and here is some after Oxedo LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxedo LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. And today we are back at the junkyard, as if you can't tell by the background behind me. But before we get too far into today's video, you know the routine. Please go ahead, hit that subscription button, the notification bell, leave a comment, a thumbs up. All that stuff is super helpful. It's very greatly appreciated. And well, honestly, it's just the right thing to do. Alright, so for today, I am back at the same junkyard that we got the seats and the extreme parts. And we're actually going to be grabbing the bracketry. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that stuff is still here for that body kit. But as I was walking down to that extreme, I saw this little Blazer that wasn't here the other day. So I'm going to kind of look it over and see what there is on here that might be beneficial just to have on the shelf. I did take a peek inside. As you can see, the door's open now. And I think I'm going to grab the climate control panel just to have. I'm not sure if I'm going to ever need it or what. I do have a little bit of a gravelly noise going on under there, and I'm going to be changing a few things out. And well, if I can get one here for a few bucks, it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying a new one. And then if it doesn't fix the problem, well, then we're just out and we have a brand new one sitting around that we won't need. I'm even going to keep the screws. Under the hood. Yeah, this one's unmolested, so we're pretty good. But before we tear into this motor here too much, I'm gonna run down, grab the rims and the side skirt mounting brackets off of that extreme. This will be here for a little bit yet, so I'm not too worried. Let's head down and get the stuff we really came for first. Alright, so we got lucky. The truck is still here. As you can see, it is just the way we left it. That skirt panel is still there, so we're gonna get that today, along with the bracket, and then we're gonna drill out these rivets here, and we're gonna get this bracketry for the sides. We got lucky, and the painted rim is still here, along with this one still on the vehicle, so we're going to set those aside first real quick, and then we're going to start drilling out those brackets. So what I've been doing is drilling the pop rivets along this bracket, and I get down here and I see that there's one up underneath because I saw it over on this bracket, and there's 3 on this one. So I got a little bit of drilling to do, but we're gonna keep it going. Our first piece is off. So we've got the kit off of the passenger side, except for the little nubbin here that we couldn't get last time. But what we're going to do is head over to the driver's side, get those off first, and then come back and mess with this, because I think this is going to be the hardest. Our little pile of parts adding up here. So this here is the bracket. It's just a little metal strap, really. And it looks like some pressure clips holding it in. But if you look back here, I don't know if it's going to show up. It's actually threaded bolts that are running through there. So we're going to try to go ahead and break those free and get this off. I do notice that this little end bracket, which this is ready to tear, isn't going to be a big thing to manufacture. And I don't have a unit big enough for that today. So we're going to go ahead and get that off, and hopefully we can do the same to the other side. Well, I don't know. What do you think, boys? Should we try to snap them off? Okay, so the little nub that's sticking out's got a spacer on it, and it's just spinning, and I cannot break it off. I don't have enough on the outside here to grip, but it's a very simple little piece. So I guess I'm not going to really worry about it too much. I am going to try to loosen up the nut on the back on the other side so I can at least get that piece of the skirting off. But this is important. Now we have an extra full kit. Alright, so we got the wheelbarrow full of the tires, rims, and the side skirt mounting hardware up at the office just to get it out of the way, and I had to make a couple other trips anyways. So we're down here back at the Blazer that we started out with, and we're going to go ahead and rob this AC pump. And I'm hoping that once we switch it out on the extreme, that takes care of any noises that we're having. I kind of have an idea it might be that. The clutch, it doesn't kick on or off. It just kind of stays on and always sounds like it's running even when the fan is off. That's why we're grabbing this, and in combination with the climate control switch, I'm hoping that kind of takes care of the problem. keep that. Never hurts to have a spare. Alright, we're walking down to this S-10 here. We gotta check a panel, and I just want to see if it's there before I go ahead and bring all the tools down, and it's the wrong color and it's broke. We're looking for one of these. Alright, so we're walking down another row where there's supposedly a 9456 or so S-10. So hopefully this leads us in the right direction. I'm not seeing one. I see a Blazer. It's a 98. So it's going to be different. Here. Here's one. It's got tan interior, light gray, and that's also all busted to hell. Okay. Nothing on that one we want. Check that one off the list. Well, I would say we got what we came for. Can't complain about that. All in all, $235, but we got everything that we need, and maybe a couple, one or two things that we don't need, but it's probably good to have on the shelf. We're gonna get home, and it's 4:30 now. We're gonna be hitting rush hour through Tampa, so unfortunately it's probably gonna take a good hour and a half to get home. And then we're gonna get that stuff there in the back. We're gonna get that kind of situated. So until next time, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.